Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. Right now, we're diving into something that is absolutely crucial, literally the bedrock of our financial stability. We are talking about fortifying the capital markets. More specifically, we're unpacking SEBI's mandatory cybersecurity and cyber resilience framework, or what's known as CSCRF. Look, if you're operating in the Indian securities market, this is absolutely not just another compliance checkbox. It's the ultimate blueprint for keeping your digital doors wide open when everything else is under attack. 1. That is literally all it takes. In this incredibly fast-paced, high-stakes world of algorithmic trading and institutional investments, a single millisecond of system downtime, or even a minor, seemingly insignificant data leak, can severely disrupt the entire economy. It's like a giant row of dominoes. A tiny vulnerability can cascade into a massive financial crisis in the absolute blink of an eye. Okay, let's dive into this and map out our journey. We'll start with the threat to capital markets, move on to understanding the SEBI CSCRF, look at the real risks to the market, walk through the 7-step audit roadmap, and finally wrap up with the benefits of cyber resilience. Section 1. The threat to capital markets. In the fast-paced world of trading and investments, a single millisecond of downtime or data leak can disrupt the entire economy. The stakes for C-suite executives have truly never been higher. Traditional cybersecurity measures, just throwing a firewall around your data, well, they are simply no longer sufficient for modern capital markets. You have to act decisively to protect your digital foundations. Section 2. Understanding the SEBI CSCRF. Now, what's really interesting about this is how it completely reframes our defense strategy. Cyber resilience is your ability to withstand, respond to, and recover from cyber incidents quickly. It completely moves us beyond traditional perimeter security. Think about it. Traditional security is just trying to block an attack. But resilience? It shifts the focus to actively maintaining your operations during a live ongoing incident. It's an honest acknowledgement that, hey, breaches will happen, and your system has to bend without breaking. Traditional security essentially treated every company the exact same way, relying on this rigid perimeter and basic defense controls. But CSP's mandate, it's so much smarter. It introduces tiered compliance. This means tailored security controls based entirely on your entity's classification. Whether you're a boutique stockbroker or a massive depository participant, you fall into tiers 1 through 5, and your defense strategy is customized to your specific market role and size to guarantee rapid incident recovery. 4. Under this framework, SEBI mandates an exceptionally strict 4-hour recovery time objective, or RTO. Let that sink in for a second. If a catastrophic incident occurs, your resilience strategies must ensure that operations resume within a 4-hour limit. Speed in recovery is no longer optional, folks. It is hard-coded right into the regulations. Section 3. Real risks to the market. When you fall short of these mandates, the dangers just compound. Imagine an insecure trading API combined with a weak incident response, like lacking a 24/7 security operations center or a tested cyber crisis management plan. It's a perfect storm. Throw in poor vendor hygiene and suddenly attackers are exploiting these gaps to inject fake trades or manipulate pricing data. The result? Prolonged downtime, immense market panic, massive investor losses, and instant regulatory notices hitting your desk. So the crucial point is this. A breach at your vendor becomes your breach. That's the harsh reality of supply chain contamination under SEBI's watchful eye. You absolutely cannot pass the buck. If a third-party vendor you rely on gets compromised, SEBI holds you directly responsible. You need personal accountability for your entire vendor supply chain. Section 4. The 7-step audit roadmap. To actually conquer this mandate, you need a methodical approach, like Cyber Ambassador's comprehensive compliance process. Let's slow down and look at Phase 1. It starts with setting a bedrock foundation. First, classifying your entity's tier. Second, auditing your board-level governance and information security policies. And third, crucially, identifying and mapping out every single critical asset and dependency in your network. You literally cannot protect what you don't know you have. Let's move on and see how this builds into Phase 2. We put those defenses to the test through mandatory vulnerability assessments and penetration testing. Then, you actively audit your business continuity plan and disaster recovery drills to ensure you're hitting those strict recovery targets. Next is reviewing your SOC monitoring capabilities. And finally, you bring the whole shebang together with a comprehensive compliance report to secure your formal SEBI cybersecurity audit certificate. Now, maintaining this robust posture isn't just a one-and-done deal. To demystify the ongoing requirements for stockbrokers and depository participants, you have to submit a full SEBI cybersecurity audit report annually. But the actual technical stress testing, the VAPT, that happens half-yearly. It's all about maintaining that rock-solid resilience year-round.
Section 5. Benefits of cyber resilience.
See, this required compliance isn't a regulatory burden. It's a massive competitive advantage. Not only do you protect your operational license and keep your standing with stock exchanges in great shape, but you instantly signal bank-grade security that attracts highly risk-averse institutional investors. Building that confidence is absolutely key. Plus, you guarantee that rapid 4-hour recovery, meaning your business keeps running no matter what. And this brilliantly illustrates another major benefit. By adhering to the CSCRF, you are inherently ensuring that all investor personally identifiable information and all financial records are stored strictly according to Indian data residency laws. It's practically built-in protection for the data sovereignty of the entire economy. So I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. Ask yourself, are you just finding problems, or are you actually stopping risks? Capital market regulations are unforgiving. Take a hard look at your own organization's digital foundation. Are you simply logging errors as they happen, or do you have the resilience in place to stop those risks dead in their tracks before they disrupt the market? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.